the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Check three, check three, check three. Kill.
Topper.
On 1st and 10, Winslow got his man complete over the middle. That's Dawson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Winslow. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Regular.
Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Recon, 132 fighter. Run.
Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Mayfield down. That's complete to John Ross. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Hey, Orbit.
Following the fumble recovery, Winslow finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, break. Hey, Echo. Go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Second and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Down.
They'll come out in the pistol. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Mayfield off the play fake. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross, 77 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
60 out ball. He's tired of me. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Winslow, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Get ready. 70, Indy.
Shoot!
6 guys. Check 6 guys. 5.
To throw on third down. Winslow. Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
King. Hey. Hey, alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this foot. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
The Browns take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick-6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
The Browns take over
Good work,
first
man.
and 10.
Let's go.
At their
Let's go.
own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Get him!
Mayfield on play action. Rolling to his right. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing, Mayfield, and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Everyone's got 4 down.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing at the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Roberts. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
To throw on second down. Winslow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield looks to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mayfield now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Roberts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Mayfield to throw it. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Come on, the ball. 55 is my guy, 55. Hey, watch them. Smooth.
Fourth down, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And all the way down to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Second and 3. Well, for a right side here, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Mayfield brings him up first and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable, as he'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Mike 50. Silver.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 50.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Steps away to his left. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
55 to Mike.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.